No one tells you this harsh truth. Girls don't like guys who chase them. They need to chase a man they want. I want a man who gets respect without tell a word as soon as you start. When you chase her, you put yourself below her. As soon as she feels the attraction, dies. But if you show you're not following her rules, then she will return to you. I'm going to show you how to do it today. It's time to turn off the power, lively, and make her fight to be with you. All our lives, we have heard the same lie. The more work you accomplish, the more she will profess her love for you. The more you try to catch her, the faster she runs away. I want to know, how many times have you witnessed guys overstepping their boundaries? Organizing fancy dates involves constant communication. The girl was still shopping for gifts. Backs up, give more, and they will take less. She values your consideration of it. When did you last really want something that was given to you during? What makes something free is the chase. Valuable, and when you don't pursue her, you're turning into a chore. I would like to review this gift once more. This is your opportunity to transform the entire situation. Don't be afraid to dive right in. Number 1. Figuring out why women stop being interested. Getting why she stepped back before. We even outline the necessary steps. I understand why she is withdrawing. First, allow me to explain. Unknown women don't just pull away. It's all about power without reason. Changes when a woman thinks she has. When a person holds excessive power in a relationship. When a desire ends, it's not a conscious decision. It was her choice, and that's how people work if she thinks she's got it. She'll get bored with you on a leash, and she will start looking soon. In other places, it is a hard truth. What's straightforward doesn't matter to people. In relationships, it's just how people are. It doesn't matter if you've been there. Are you too eager to please, or too ready? If you answer quickly, you've already lost. Some of what she thinks of you. She knows you're always there for her. I am preparing to answer the phone, to be there for her. She stops. She starts by thanking you for being there. I am having faith in you and the moment she doesn't think she needs to work. To get your attention, she'll move back. Let me break it down for you. Test men. All the time, and they don't even. Having no idea it, these tests come in there is a method to withdraw and appear detached. She perceives things from a distance. What kind of power does she have over you? Start chasing after her and turn off her phone. Or try to make things better. You're telling her she's in charge. So that she can set the rules for that occurred during her time in a romantic relationship. Becomes less interested in you. After being together for a while, she starts. It's taking me longer to respond to your texts. At first, you just brush it off. But after a while, it's clear that she's pulling away from you. You know you need to fix it, to send her a caring text or even surprise her with something sweet. But here's what you need to know when you give. You lose even more of that support from her. It's not about improving things on the ground. On the surface, it's about making a fresh start. Power changeable, fully number 2, emotional detachment from emotions. Take a step back now that you know why. She's pulling away, so it's time to bring the most powerful tool to your life. Arsenal's lack of feeling when you mentally pull back, you make space for her to miss you. When she knows you don't care as much, they'll care more. And this isn't about games, it's about getting back. Your strength and ability to gain respect are impressive. I am not expressing any sadness at all. Most guys find that detachment changes the game. Fail here because they believe that a drop in attention will cause them to lose the girl is for real. But here's the catch. As soon as you stop being open, being interested in everything she does, you should stop attempting to win her approval. To make it look good again, think about the last time you really wanted something you couldn't have, whether it was a job, a deal,
or even just attention from having that desire to want it more. It was out of reach, that's all. What happens when you retreat? You need to keep up a positive front. I'm not upset that she pulled away and didn't text back, don't call or look at her Instagram. Stories. Why do you turn into a ghost? Your silence speaks volumes. Any words, as soon as she feels when you're not there, she thinks about you. She begins to question whether she made a mistake. If you're seeing someone else, it's a mistake. Now that you've moved on, the people are now on the defensive. Social media makes us more linked than ever. It's challenging to go a day without texting or FaceTime, not being aware of what someone is doing, but this is why mental distance works so well.
Motivation, more to push yourself. Most guys waste heartbreak by feeling sad, to feel sorry for yourself, but now is your chance to heartbreak doesn't turn into a weapon. There only needs to be a brief moment of weakness. Can be the start of the biggest change your perspective on your pain. Breakups can either kill you or make you stronger. It's up to you, or simply stay at home and feel sorry for yourself going over every chat in. In your mind, you're following her on social media. Are you unsure of what you did wrong? You can use your pain to grow. This version is stronger and more powerful. Trust me, when she sees what you've become, she'll wish she hadn't pulled. Every time you feel the urge to, when you feel pain, reach out. In case you lose her, keep this in mind. This is the crucial moment. While most guys would give up, you persevere. Most men tell you to remember that you're not going to do better than that. Fall apart under this. Instead, you're going, use your discomfort as a source of strength. Drive to work out harder at the gym. Extra hours are needed to improve everything. Your life is the best way to get back at them. Her back is beginning to resemble the man she once knew. Feels bad about losing, and here's the truth. Women consistently return. So perhaps this time will be different. Weeks, months, or even years, but they always avoid such situations when you see them. You've gained a level, but that's not the point. Make her feel bad about leaving you, even though she... The objective is to become more confident. I have high regard for what she says and does. I no longer have the power to hurt you. When you turn your broken heart into for your personal growth, you go beyond simply winning her over. Back, you win some of the most in life. Men who were great in the past they use pain and sadness to push themselves to greatness. Look at the business of sports. Moguls and even famous people. They had to deal with some kind of loss or the refusal that sent them to the next level. This is your chance. Don't let the pain beat you. You let it make you become what's best about by yourself, while most guys watch a lot of Netflix. Instead of wasting time chasing other women, anyone who can fill the void will win. Make the pain into every hour you spend, you accomplish more. To feel sorry for yourself takes an hour. You could use it to improve your life. Think about something else instead of her. Consider what steps you can take immediately to secure 1.1 more step toward your building. Mental strength is one of the goals. Use your broken heart to make you stronger. Strength. It's not just about getting. This is about building strength of mind so that no woman or anyone else can ever have power over you again. You need to really feel things. Solid, stable, and rooted in. What kind of man are you? The more mentally strong you are, the less you'll depend on outside approval, and the more attractive you are to women, the more they will want to date you, and making everyone around you feel sad. Power comes from being strong. Healthy friendship and every good luck in life. Without it, you're nothing. Never pause to consider the opinions of others. When you lack something, refrain from thinking, saying, or acting. Strength of mind on every little test, or leaving her feels personal. Attack when you're feeling low. Strong, you get past it and become the A-man who won't let anyone tell him how to feel or what to do. And that's what leads to long-term love. Natural attraction exists between women and men, in charge of their feelings, who don't, who gets shook up quickly and who stays grounded, even when everything else feels not stable enough. You need to start practicing. A lack of feeling in every part of. This doesn't mean you stop living your life. If you care, you stop responding to. You should avoid allowing her mood swings, her lack of speech, or even her steps back. Decide how you feel and stay that way. Steady, and when you do that, it's a magical experience, where you transform into the rock she needs. You should become the man you are. Strong in the face of problems, and that makes you can't help but think about the most. The wealthiest men in the world have nothing. Get distracted by little things. Despite the challenges, they maintain their composure. And that's why they're successful. The same is true in relationships, when she tries to check to see if she backs off or gets comfortable. You stay calm when you're upset. You don't. You experience emotions because you understand yourself. It doesn't have worth because she approved of it. Coming from inside the next time she... When someone tests you or withdraws, you don't respond. Do not answer. Do not blow up her phone. Do not try. Instead of getting angry, try to fix things yourself and show her that your actions do not dictate the course of your life. The difference between the men who win in people from the men who lose, the strength of your emotions. When you're not responding to her, she posted that she was not interested in her updates. Does start to miss you in a way. Don't forget about number 3. How to avoid making the mistakes that keep men stuck, not doing common. This is where most guys make mistakes. When they don't hear from her, they freak out, and they start sending mistakes. A text message was left on her Instagram account. After they talked to their shared friends about her, these may seem like small steps, but every one of them hurts your chances. Most guys have little chance of winning her back. Take it easy on the quiet. They think, I'll just send one message to let us know you're still alive. The truth that just one message throw out the whole plan, because as soon as you reach out, you've shown her that you feel the same way about her, that she still has power, and once she knows, you've lost the battle. Let's say she posts a selfie, looking great on Instagram, maybe even little too hot for comfort. Your instinct might, please feel free to like the picture and perhaps even leave a comment. Tell her in a review or direct message how outstanding she is. Looks like that's exactly what she wants you and is looking for you. By giving her your time, you're showing that you approve of her action. You still have a strong attraction to her. Part when you talk to her so socially in the media, you provide her with the validation she deserves. She wants something without having to work for it. Everyone wants and needs to feel wanted, without putting in any real work. To get your attention again, that's you need to forget about it all. Notes. Don't send her a DMS. Let her guess why you, if you haven't seen it yet, provide her with your Miss You number. 4. The strength of not saying no. If you don't talk to her, she will miss you. We will now discuss one of these topics. The best course of action is to do nothing. When you call Rule, you should proceed to this location. No texts, calls, or anything else. Once you sign in, you will no longer be in her life. Fully, and this is what flips the. She changed her mind and said, no touch is acceptable. Women are familiar with this type of psychological warfare. Men who can't stand the quiet, I expect you to reach out and keep in touch. The talk is going on, but when you don't do any of those things, they will be bothered. She suddenly loses all sense of control. She is now the one in charge, not you. Start to think about what happened. Are you currently dating someone? Otherwise, the fear of losing you is what motivates me. For the next 30 days, you're driving her crazy. Ghost. Don't call her or text her. Not talk to her in any way. Not even I'm just dropping by to say hello. For me, this is going to be the hardest part. Guys can't stand the thought of full in silence. They get antsy and start to think about what if she goes on. But here's the truth. The longer you wait to speak, the more these days she'll miss you. We have become accustomed to constant connectivity. Everyone is Snapchatting and texting, but when darkness falls, she is unable to see. Who are you with or where are you? You are. It leaves a hole, and that hole. This helps her understand what she's doing, not there. She'll begin to think about it, and will make curiosity do something. She'll get there. Number 5. How to stay. How to stay alert. When there's no contact. I paid the most attention during the pullback. The mistake guys make when they don't touch is we are waiting for her to send a text message. They are concerned about her whereabouts. Connect with them and check their phones every 5 minutes. No touch for minutes. But that's not what the point is to pay attention to. While you're gone, don't call anyone. To keep getting better in every possible way to work out and build your. This is your opportunity to learn new things in business. It's time to become the best you. You're not just sitting there, you're waiting for her to return. Encourage her to return. He's the kind of man she can't refuse. You don't want her to reach out to you now. She broke up with him. You aspire to become a completely different version of yourself. Imagine yourself as more powerful, confident in your abilities, and this isn't just about making money. It's about getting better at what you do. Life so that when she comes back, you're the winner. Check out some of the many of the world's richest men. They reach their peak after bad luck, a breakup, a loss, or they utilize the sorrow of losing a loved one as motivation. The situation is improving, and that's precisely what it is. What do you need to do when she sees that? You've changed. You've made her a bigger and better life than before. She'll want to be a part of it. 6th, use your broken heart as fire. There is no doubt that broken hearts hurt. It's also the strongest fuel you'll ever have. Every time you feel you want to text her whenever you feel like it. Utilize the disappointment of rejection as is your shield. Once you master it, no woman will ever be able to resist you, have control over you. Making her miss you once more is the 8th step. How to make her want you again. How can you make her miss you? Don't pay attention to her anymore. When you present her in a positive light, she will, I'm starting to miss you, because you're not there. Not longer in stock, and in a world, everyone is always linked to you. Being absent will send the strongest message. It can be said that being away fosters heart growth. I am fond of you because you are always there. Open. She doesn't have the chance to I miss you. But what happens when you stop talking? Take yourself out of her life, to feel that empty space, and that's when she'll begin to miss you women, especially in. These days, the world is full of pay close attention. Posts on social media are liked by giving guys praise and approval from. There's noise everywhere, but when you stop talking and break through that, she begins to question his absence, writing to me to ask why he doesn't like my think about what was going on during that moment. Makes mystery, and mystery makes attracted to imagine this situation. The man consistently responds to her Instagram tweets that like her pictures. You think about what you say about her stories. You're interested, but in her eyes, you're just another guy who wants to get to pay attention to her. But when you stop responding, if you don't like her most recent selfie, that's okay. Avoid discussing her recent post. Notices, because that's how people are. The more you don't pay attention, as it gets more valuable, she'll begin to. Is there a reason you're not giving her the what she's used to? And that's wherever the magic happens, she might post, "Story." And her friends laughed. She has become accustomed to you and enjoys spending time with you. Let's examine what appears. You don't have a message at this time. You don't watch her story. You don't like her post. So she thinks is he seeing someone? Did I lose him? Someone else has doubts. The pain is so intense that it consumes her. The longer she doesn't hear from you, the worse it gets. If she makes an effort, she begins to miss you. Seek attention by writing thirst, dangers or messages that aren't clear on social media. Keep your cool and don't talk to her. Feel like you can't reach your lack. To her will drive her crazy, and she'll think about you more than anyone else. Ever since the age of constant, for those who converse with you, your silence is invaluable. When she finds out she can't have you, she will be the one who captures your attention, just as she did before. I'm following you around and trying to figure things out. What changed? Remember what it's all about, going against the grain in a world where you always connect with everyone. Be the one who isn't like everyone else. When you stop being there for her. Message groups, you're no longer a part of. You were the one making the noise, and now you're the quiet one. I can't help but notice that quiet, the most powerful weapon at your disposal. What can you do to make her miss you the most? What to do when she finally gets in touch? When she finally reaches out, it signals that it's time for you to relax. Maintain composure and avoid making hasty decisions. The same thing that made her pull. In the first place, this is your opportunity. Time to show her you've changed. You're not the same person you used to be. Pay close attention to what she says and keep it short. Be confident in yourself and allow her to work for you. Pay attention. It's crucial to remember this. Demonstrate your excitement to her. She reaches out to see how things go. She might miss you or be interested. Or maybe she's just looking for its confirmation, but it doesn't matter what she's saying. The worst thing you can do is reach out. Is to answer right away with she will comprehend the poignant message. Through that, and I know she still has instead, you need to exert power over yourself. Maintain composure and communicate your intentions. Being okay without her and that it must fit into your schedule. Pay close attention. This is a real-life case study. She sends a message that sounds like, "Hey, how? Where have you been?" Don't answer right away. Wait a few hours or so. Every day, make sure to keep your message brief, not interested. "Hey, I've been busy with some projects. How about you?" Observe how you're not providing her with anything. You're just using emotional power here. Let people know that you've been busy and moving. Moving on with your life keeps her engaged. I'm uncertain about her current status. Your world, by waiting to answer and by keeping it brief, you're communicating with her. That you don't base your life on her, she'll start to wonder if he has. He seems to be seeing someone else now. Is he not as interested as he was before? You want confusion just the way it is. Make it more interesting for her. Most importantly, it makes her understand that she doesn't have as much power over you as she used to. But here's what's important. Don't go back to old habits. When she attempts to reach out, the temptation is strong. Want to get back together quickly, even more so if she seems interested again. But keep in mind that this is about going back to the power and speed. Let her come to you. She works to get your attention. React when necessary, but always maintain calm the upper hand by keeping their attention on. Consider your own plans and life. Asks to meet up. Maybe she says we should. Let's hang out sometime. Or I miss you. Catch up instead of making a quick call. You have the opportunity to maintain composure and respond appropriately. Like, yeah, I might have a lot this week, but we'll see. Make sure you have full control. She's no longer yours because you showed her that. Your main goal is a strong priority. Message: you're telling her that if she has to make time to see you because she wants to. On your time, not the other way around. Men naturally gravitate towards women. When she has a goal and a sense of direction, it's evident that you're persistent in your pursuits to meet her or give her lots of attention. It is evident that you lead a fulfilling life. She is no longer the center of attention. Because of this change in the relationship, she wants you more now that she has to. It requires your time and attention once again. Also makes you look better because you've shown that you're emotionally strong, and traits of independence that are most women can't stand her. Don't let her. Let her know how much you've missed her or how it's been hard without her, even if... Don't you think about her a lot? Help you keep your feelings in check. Stay on the way to self-improvement. When she returns, she should take action. See a better version of yourself than the last version, which doesn't need that she was allowed to finish number 10 and set new limits. Set boundaries and reclaim your authority and strength. When she regains her power, things change. Things need to change. You can't stay the same. She was returning to what she had before, the upper hand. This time, it's different. Make sure she knows you're not the person who is going to chase, and if she desires to be with you, she needs to accept your wishes. There are only a few ways for her to arrive. When she comes back, it's on your terms, not hers. Reach out. You can't just let her in. Return with open arms as if it's nothing at all. Happen. You need to clarify the dynamics of the connection. Now that you're in charge, she needs to... You're not the same person you used to be. A guy she could call on the phone. Getting back to everything she did, she will yearn for the previous version of you, who was always there. But what was she? She needs to find a man who cares about her. Himself first and first. Here's what will happen when she comes. Upon her return, she must demonstrate her worth in your eyes. Don't give her the same amount of life again, which she used to have if she was your most important thing before she's not anymore. She needs to show what she can do. Show you that she cares about your time, and you must adhere to your new rules. Ensure that you understand these boundaries, but stay cool and don't get angry or defensive. Tell her that things have changed, and if she still wants to be she must embrace the new phase of her life. Moving made her feel like she was living in the past. We will no longer tolerate this behavior. You're not the guy she ran away from. You've changed, and she needs to too. If she wants to be with you, your level should be high. Don't answer when she tries to get in touch with you. Right away, start having long talks. Instead, make plans to get together. The first encounters between Light and if she asks to meet, you should let her. I understand your busy schedule, but I'll get back to you. Please respond to her as soon as you have the opportunity. Make it evident that your time is valuable, important, and she can't expect it anymore. You should be prepared for her at any moment. The key is to be consistent. Boundaries. Boundaries only work if you stick to them. If she attempts to test you once more, when you pull back or play games you need. She should know that if she wants to stand firm, she goes too far, and you are prepared to voice your opinion. Wall away without any more doubts. Here's why second chances are important. If she can't do that, she doesn't deserve your attention or time. She needs to see how much you've changed into a man of high value who doesn't accept rudeness or games. Setting clear limits for you not only earn her respect, but also make sure the dynamic power stays. Make sure she wants to be in your life. This time, she'll have to work for it. Time is the key to staying on top. However, it's not solely about obtaining her attention. Remember, this is about changing yourself. Become a guy who doesn't need to. You are the prize in the chase. You are in charge by concentrating. As you set goals for growth, you're getting good at controlling your emotions. The game she will be attending has undergone significant changes. To come back since she should face a man she can't easily control. However, the true power lies not in creation. When she returns, she will transform into a kind person. A man who can leave her if she doesn't want to stay with him. Reach your level. This trip isn't for you. She can't say no to becoming a high-value man. It's all about mending a damaged relationship. It's about getting better. And when you put in the work, do that. And if you improve your life, you won't just have... There is only one woman who wants your attention. You have choices, which makes you... Don't let anything stop you. You're no longer the guy. Asking her to like you is the right thing to do. Who easily earns respect. She'll notice that everyone will notice. And when even if it resurfaces, it won't matter. Are you going to take her back? You will have transformed into a different kind of man. He was in charge of his own life. What's important now is the time to act. It's not a video you watch and then ignore. This should wake you up if you're serious. About taking charge of your life starts now. Don't wait. You continue to follow the same old routines, friends. It's time to become you were always meant to be a high-value man. If you're ready to turn your pain into power, to stop chasing after things, begin to live your own life, then take action. That button to subscribe right now. The channel is where the tools are, the way of thinking, and the steps to enhance every aspect of your life. Please watch this video if you have even one piece left. There are many useful tips that you can share. Spend time with someone who is experiencing the same situation. Cycle. Implement changes instead of waiting for them to occur. How to become the kind of man who starts with a demand for respect and attention. This